of fun things for kids to do on site.
Whoa! Are you for real?
Damn.
Most people's list of deciduous state apartments, home to the spectacular...
Hi guys! Welcome back again to the channel. Today we are going to be checking out top 10 castles to visit in England. This is from the XXX Stream channel. If you're new here, please make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get right into today's reaction.
While the exact number of castles in England is a matter for debate, there's little doubt that there are a lot of them. While some estimates place the total inventory of existing English castles as high as 1,500, either in ruins or largely intact, still others quote figures many times this number. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 castles in England. And just wait till you see the top 3 that we're going to be showing in this video. Something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Now, before we begin, you can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel. Press the join button below. This will help us to bring you more awesome travel videos. So now, let's cut to the chase. At 10, Rochester Castle, Kent. Exploring the Kentish town of Rochester makes for a fun and easy...
Looking at this, it feels like stacks of stones, not just bricks.
Yeah, it's even that medieval vibe.
What?
If you just reduce the contrast of this video a bit, it just give you that kind of extra kind of movie kind of...
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I know from the beginning of the video, he said there's not like exactly amount of castle they have in England. But if you want to estimate as my viewer right now, like how many castles do you think there are in England? I'm really curious to see.
I'll think more than 1,000.
More than 1,000.
Yeah. If you watch the start of this video, right, you see there were lots of castles.
From the drone shot.
Yeah, from that drone shot, there were lots of castles. That's just from one part of the city. Then imagine exploring the rest of the city.
I've never seen a castle myself, like in real life.
Day trip from London. Just steps away from the train station, you'll find yourself immersed in the pedestrian-friendly downtown area, once popular with famed English author Charles Dickens, who wrote some of his best-known works here. When you're done exploring the many old buildings and attractions on Rochester High Street, take the short walk up Bowley Hill to Rochester Castle. Though now largely ruins, much of this imposing 12th century castle can be explored either as part of a guided...
days, right, the kings will actually be in the castle, while the villagers stay outside the castle. It is during kind of like a siege. That is when not celebration,
ceremony.
A siege. No, like an attack. On the city. That is when they kind of like open the castle gate for the civilians to actually enter. That is mostly the main reason for the castle back then, is for protection for the nobles.
And because of the high walls and
high
gates,
it is actually high to penetrate.
It had some hard like checkpoints for military men to be
so that's our basic knowledge about castles.
Or self-guided tour. If travelling with kids, try to time your visit to coincide with regular events and festivals held here, such as popular medieval fairs. Directly opposite the castle stands Rochester Cathedral, built in 1127. Some of the original features still remain, including the impressive Great West Door.
Actually, watching this, I'm just thinking about this castle.
A lot.
9. Arundel Castle,
West Sussex.
Over in West Sussex, and only a short drive
from the standard of back then.
West Sussex is like a
Viking movie. Wexes.
I just finished watching the Viking movie.
Only Sussex, not Wexes.
I just finished watching the Viking movie, so seeing all this castle does bring like memories of watching the movie. Like trying to think about how it was then, like the battles and other things, like seeing them in real life. Wow.
You remember back there, right? In that Viking movie, right? There is the king of Wexers, the king of Saxon. Like that is why different. Thank you. That is why there are different castles. You know, back then they didn't know that we are united. Like the whole England was. Do you understand? They were like
England.
Yes, there was not a single ruler, but rather each ruler in each division.
Cathedral city of Chichester, Arundel Castle was built in the late 11th century. Though remodelled and restored many times since, much of its medieval era influences remain, and it remains an imposing sight from miles away as you arrive.
Beautiful.
Highlights of a visit include guided tours of the castle's well-preserved interior, which features collections of period furniture, historic tapestries, and a number of important artworks.
Okay. They remodeled it. I was like, how the heck? You know those new modern age.
Be sure to allocate time to explore the castle's grounds. In addition to immaculate flower beds and vegetable gardens, here you'll also be able to visit the castle's historic chapel. A cafe, restaurant and gift shop are located on the premises.
But you know, something is very funny, right? Let's look at this thing in a structural manner. Some of these castles that were built years ago are still standing.
As far back as 11.
And these guys are not technologically advanced.
Is the
Do you understand?
The release of the material they use, the choice of material they use.
Yeah.
These days, most houses they use wood and they just put for an expensive price. Like,
do you understand? Very expensive.
Wood. Like
even the stone ones, that they make here, you start seeing them rusting.
Yeah.
You start seeing these green things on the body. Yeah. But you can see these have been years. Yeah. There is no sign that this building is kind of like weakening. Like
the stone building, you see, like it's a finishing. It's not like a plastering, not like the whole wall.
Yeah.
Blocks of wood. They just like plaster and like decoration. Not like actual
Come on, guys.
So,
copy from our forefathers.
Yes. Good job. Architecturally, they were.
Bodium Castle, East Sussex. Set in the pretty countryside of East Sussex, 14th century Bodium Castle is undoubtedly one of the most romantic of England's many remaining castles.
You understand?
It could actually defend against enemies. In ruins, this moated fortress dominates the surrounding countryside with its imposing towers and sturdy walls, much of which can be explored and climbed, opening up incredible views over the surrounding River Rother countryside. There's plenty of fun things for kids to do on site, including participating in hands-on learning activities, dressing up in period costumes, and participating in authentic medieval period games. The castle's visitor centre offers a variety of snacks and beverages, including a tasty cream tea option. Yum! Wow. When you're done, be sure to stop in at Ewhurst Green, home to one of the prettiest churches in southeast England. And if you're planning on making a day of it, consider taking the fun steam train ride from nearby Tenterton. The Kent and East Sussex Railway extends all the way from this beautiful Kentish town to Bodiam train station and makes for a fun day out for the whole family, with Bodiam Castle just a short walk away.
It's beautiful. Like really beautiful.
And it is located in a strategic area.
Next up, it's number 7, Alnwick Castle, Northumberland. The official seat of the Duke of Northumberland and the country's second largest still inhabited castle after Windsor, Alnwick Castle was built in the 11th century and makes for an easy day trip from the English city of Newcastle upon Tyne, 45 minutes drive to the south. Though much has changed over the centuries, it remains every inch as imposing a structure today. In addition to exploring the beautiful grounds and gardens, visitors can enjoy a variety of fun things to do here. As well as guided tours of the castle's plush interiors, visitors can access a variety of interesting exhibits relating to its long, rich history, as well as displays of artifacts collected by the family, including relics from ancient Rome and Egypt, as well as local events.
Beautiful.
Movie fans will recognise the castle for its role in the Harry Potter movies and TV shows, including Downton Abbey.
Oh, that's what they used. Down.
Now at 6, Leeds Castle, Broomfield, Kent. Widely regarded as one of the prettiest and best preserved castles in England, Leeds Castle is definitely one of the best places to visit in Kent. Built on the site of an even older castle around 1280, its large moat and rural setting landed a remarkably romantic look from pretty much any angle. In addition to tours of the castle's elegant interiors, guests can enjoy a variety of fun activities, including medieval fairs and crafts shows, jousting tournaments, and a land train, as well as adventures such as zip-lining and Segway tours. Leeds Castle has also made a name for itself as a classical music venue, with its famous outdoor concert held each summer, drawing huge crowds of music lovers.
Music concert has been outside.
At 5, Highclere Castle, Newbury, Hampshire.
Wow.
While more a country manor than fortress, Highclere Castle is nevertheless a must-see when in Hampshire.
This castle looks more like
located
a house.
an easy drive from the cathedral city of
house
Winchester
vibe.
and
It's
widely
high
regarded as one of the top day trips from London, Highclere is well known the world over for its role as the fictional Downton Abbey. This opulent manor home's real history, however, is equally as rich and interesting. In the hands of the same family since 1679, it may appear recognisable to many, as it was designed by the same architect responsible for London's Houses of Parliament. In addition to viewing its immaculately preserved decor and furnishings, visitors will want to allocate time to explore the grounds of this 1,000-acre estate.
Yeah, I saw it.
A variety of unique experiences can also be enjoyed here, from private guided tours to elegant meals served in the opulent dining room.
And whoa.
Are you for real?
Damn.
And now at 4,
That's really
Warwick
beautiful.
Castle, Warwickshire. Those looking for a fun day out with kids who have an interest in the old days of knights and princesses would do well to include a visit to Warwick Castle on their England travel itinerary. Dating back to the time of William the Conqueror, this 11th century castle is a picture-perfect embodiment of a traditional English castle, complete with imposing battlements, towers, and
sorry, I want to pause a minute. There is something that I'm actually missing in this video, right? You know, back then, like I said, the castle is mainly meant for the nobles, you know, but I'm not seeing like the villages. Do you understand that surrounds them?
Oh, I think you're talking from the movie standpoint.
No, this is what happened then.
Like you're looking at the villages there.
Yeah, like the building around them, because most of these castles like seems stand out, like they are on their own.
Like majority of the castles I've seen is always on their own.
Some castles some of the castles that they used to be on their own. Like let me say a duke or somebody having a good position in the society, his house, he gets. And most of those buildings you were expected to see there, they won't be there. They will like demolish everything and build it. You get and make it something else.
Yeah.
So they just preserve this old building because of the like castle, like something for people to see years after years. But those other villages, like they can't be there again. Imagine a building being that old. Over year 7, if the building is old, you need to knock it down and like do something else with the land. So,
Definitely. Sorry about that pause.
During the busier months, heavily armoured knights and other characters from this time in history. Highlights of a visit include fun interactions with guides in period costumes, hands-on learning experiences, as well as jousting tournaments, dressing up, and even enjoying overnight glamping stays. Other highlights include an original dungeon, a working trebuchet, and a maze.
These look like the Viking ship.
Use your visit to the castle as an opportunity to explore other fun things to do in Warwick, many of which are within an easy walk. Now at 3,
That was the
Tower of
not battle
London,
ram.
City of London.
Catapult.
Instantly
that they use for
recognisable,
battle.
the Tower of London is one
In
of the
the
most
ancient
visited
wars.
castles in England. Yes, it is a castle.
I've never seen
Located
any
on
of
the
this
northern
thing
bank
like
of the
this.
River Thames,
Damn.
just a stone's throw from Tower Bridge, this iconic old fortress
Yeah.
includes sections dating over 1,000 years of age.
This
Now
looks
a
so modern.
UNESCO World Heritage Site,
yes.
it has served as everything from a palace, a prison, the nation's treasury, and even a spell as a royal zoo. These days, this top London attraction offers plenty of unique experiences, well suited to young and old alike. Topping most tourist itineraries is taking a tour of the central White Tower, with its impressive displays of old armour and weaponry, the former royal apartments.
Like I want to know, like, is it that they have a special care they used to like do to this building?
I think so too.
The body to remain this clean, because I know if you build a new building and you paint it, give it a year, the like paint will like wear off. You need to like repaint it. So there's no paint, but this is just stones.
It's just stone.
So like, is that what did they do to it to make it look so polished and just like remain that look
Preserved.
I don't think they do
like
anything on
it's
it.
today.
Yeah.
I don't think they do anything on it. Do you know what it will require? Do you know how tall all these castles are? What to require to
Actually,
be
yeah.
cleaning it?
They can. But they used to clean skyscrapers though. The glass they used to. So
But now,
there's no one that
this is
tall
the
as
Queen's
skyscraper.
crown.
Yeah, that's what I was actually about to say. Like,
As well as the
This is
magnificent
interesting,
crown
No,
jewels.
it's on it.
Wow.
At 2, Dover Castle, Kent.
Whoa.
Standing majestically above the Kentish port town after which it's named, Dover Castle has been a symbol of British strength and resilience ever since it was built in the late 12th century.
I was
But
actually
even some
about to say that
1,000 years before
castle is
that, the
actually
same
located on
site
a
was used
strategic
by the
point.
Romans
Yeah.
for a lighthouse, the remains of which can still be seen today. Immaculately
Wow.
preserved, a visit to the castle is one of the top things to do in Kent and can easily take the best part of a day if you plan on seeing everything. Highlights include historic artifacts and furniture, displays relating to its use in World War II, over 80 acres of grounds to explore, and those spectacular views over the English Channel towards France. Guided tours are available. And at 1, it's Windsor Castle,
Whoa,
Berkshire.
it's
The
one
jewel
for
in
a
the crown of
reason.
English castles, Windsor Castle is a
Yes.
must-visit destination. The world's oldest
can
still
access the
inhabited
village
royal
down,
residence, this
yeah.
spectacular building
That's what
can
I've been
trace its
looking
roots
for.
all the way back to the 11th
Yeah.
century,
Yeah.
when William the Conqueror
Yeah.
chose it as the location of a castle. Since then, it has housed many kings and queens, and in modern times serves as a summer residence of the British royal family.
Someone is there for Queen for royal
Visitors to the
family.
castle
I guess
can
that's
access a
like- that's like
variety of
number one.
interesting areas. Topping most people's lists
Yeah.
are the sumptuous state
All
apartments,
these little
home to the
gold.
spectacular Queen's Gallery and the dining hall, with their
It feels
ornate
like
wood
this place was
carvings and
carved
lavishly
gold.
painted
It
ceilings.
looks
I'm not
like a
mistaken.
You
painting.
can also take a look
No,
at
that
St
can't be
George's
painted.
Like
Chapel,
it
Chapel,
looks
to
like,
see the royal
yeah, like
memorial
a 3D
services
4D
and weddings. Be sure
Yeah.
to also allocate time to explore the castle grounds. Known as the Great Park, this lovely green space stretches for 6 miles on the
Wow.
south side of the
I've seen
castle.
this place in a movie.
Guided tours of the castle
Sam
and its
needs to know
courtyards
something.
are available.
You guys watch a lot of movies.
And there
Yeah,
you
this
have
I
the
can-
top 10 rated castles in England. Did you like what you saw?
Yes,
Let
it
us know in
is.
the
Definitely.
comments down below. Check out more videos on England in our English travel guide playlist. Share this video with your friends.
Share, like, subscribe to
Yeah,
this
we're sharing
channel.
ourselves right now. So
But actually, it was.
it's the same. Like, watch this video with a friend. Just don't watch it alone. Like, see how
Yeah.
we're doing ourselves. So if you're not close to the friend, click the share button and share to the friend.
Definitely.
It's actually dreamy to see this building, because for us, like, it's something, it's very unusual. We've never
To
seen
see a
something like
castle.
this in our
No.
lives, actually. So seeing it is like, wow, this stuff actually exists, not just in the movie, but
Real life.
all this, especially when I was growing up, I always thought this castle setting was a green screen kinds of effect.
Especially in movies. When you see
Yeah,
Mm.
but growing
So-
up and
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Harry Potter was actually shot in a castle.
we actually thought it's a
I
green
was
screen
thinking it's a green
effect,
screen effect they did.
because it's so
Also,
good to be real. The buildings.
Yeah, that Harry Potter especially, right? It always felt like a green screen. But, you know, I've never actually seen a castle in my entire life. And we here, what we actually do here is we build sticks around the hunt, and, you know, we call it a palace and all that shit. That was back. I'm comparing the age back as then, not right now. You understand? That was how it was then. So castle feels kind of like you know, here we look at it as a big man,
It's actually a big man
like a wealthy man
style.
house
Yeah.
or something.
over there too. Is also
Yeah, I get what I mean. Is like we never really saw it as kind of like, you know, something realistic.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
get where I'm coming from.
Mm.
Like I don't know if I'm confusing myself with that statement, but like what I mean is that it is not something common.
It's the unusual.
Yeah,
right?
but you know, even though they see it as something for the big men there,
But
you
they
know,
can
by the
still
time,
see.
yeah, you can still say it. By the time they go like 1 or 2 steps, they see a castle. But yeah, we just imagine it.
I think it's like that because each country have a special way of
Yeah,
designing.
the standard of
Like, if you
building.
go to China, it's Pagoda house with the same. There's a house that's like you get. So you
Yeah.
will see a castle, this kind of castle in
I think.
China.
No.
But you know, those
China
houses,
has-
I think they
China
do that.
has.
But like not in this style, you don't get what
Okay,
I'm
No,
saying.
not in this
style,
style,
yeah.
but they do.
And this style is a bit gothic, you know, ish.
Have you seen the Great Walls?
So this is like an English style of castle. So yeah.
We really love it. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on our next one. Bye, love.